Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. You're watching Christian Adventure Gamer, and I'm your host, Daniel the Paladin. In this video, it's exactly as it says in the description. We are going to do a two-player playthrough of Galactic Cruise. So I have one of my viewers here that brought over his copy. This is the same copy they let me use to do the unboxing video I did, which I can actually add that link into the description below. And we are going to just talk through as we play our turns, and give a good overview of how this game is played. It's one of the promises I made to Kinson Key Games. That when he picked this up, I was there and I said I will do a video. So it's not monetized in any way. I'm not affiliated with the game company. I just told him I would. So this is that playthrough video. So all right, let's go ahead and dive in and show you how this is played. All right, so we have the game board fully set up. We have, these are called
agenda cards.
Agenda cards. So these are called agenda cards here. And then the deck that we'll draw from to replenish them is here. We are set up with a dummy character or dummy player. NPC. And then this is our, how about I let you kind of explain what everything is, because I can't remember everything is because I'm going to be referring to you a lot. So
reputation track.
Okay, reputation.
This comes into factor when you score at the end of each scoring phase. The bonus person will get the person in the lead will get an additional multiplier. Let's see, here's where your cabins are. Here's where your your blueprints for your cabins. Here's where your extra rockets are. Then here's your actual cruise destinations and so forth. And then your people that are going on the cruises here as well. You have your company sponsor or company goals. Those will allow you to get these cubes out, which will help trigger end game and then also give you additional multipliers when scoring. We have these spots up here which help reduce the cost of different things throughout the game. And then we have our 12 different locations on the board. You want me to go over those, or you want to go over them?
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and just say what the locations are.
Okay, so the board is two-sided. This side they are printed on. On the back side, you have tiles that you can place so you can randomize all the different locations. But on this side of the board, all of these are set, and then these are set as well. This first one here in the top left, you're going to acquire 2 blueprints. You can have a maximum of 5. So if you ever go over 5, you then discard 1 at the end of your turn. The next spot here, you can do 1 or both. You can pay 1 credit to gain any 2 resources, or you can pay 1 credit to gain 2 advertisement. So you can do just one of those, or you can do both of them. You cannot do the same one twice. This action here, you get to put one of your developments out on the board. The cost for your developments, are down here below whichever column you're taking it from. So in this case, if I take one out of my first column, it's going to cost 5 credits. I could use either money, or I could use the resource of that row.
Are you able to hold up that board and show them the values?
So the first one would be 5. Anything in the first column is 5. Anything in the second column is 6. Anything in the third column is 7. So that's the cost for placing your development. You'll place those anywhere where there is a gear at, which also is up on the top, which will unlock those abilities for you. If you place it anywhere that has the reputation star, you would get a reputation. This spot here is to get your expert worker. You have 2 of them available to you, 2 different ways to get them. You have the one on the right here. It's going to cost 2 coins per food and oxygen development that are still here. So currently this one would cost me 12 coins. This one over here costs 3 coins times the number of these that are still available. So in this case, this one starting out will cost you 12 coins. This spot here, you're going to acquire 2 agenda cards,
Okay.
which are over there. You can get the top card off the discard deck by losing 1 reputation. That's at the very top left-hand corner.
I'm going to put this here so it's in between us.
That works for me. The spot below it, you will refresh the agenda cards. Whenever you refresh them, you're going to get the reward next to the empty spots that you are filling. Anything from 1 resource of your choice, 1 credit, 1 advertisement, and 1 reputation. This spot here, you will get to acquire from the supply any of the 3 resources. Of course, they have to be available to you, so they all start on 2, so 2 of each is available. As you acquire them, they go down. You cannot acquire something that's at 0, obviously, and you cannot take something if you do not have space for it in your board. The next spot is you would discard an agenda card, but then you would get to refill to the maximum 1 of the 3 resources. Each spot that it goes up by, you're going to get 1 credit, and then you'll also get 1 reputation when it goes to the top. This spot here, you will pick whichever cruise that you want to send your people on. And then this one here is you can pre-sell tickets to cruises. You can pre-sell to yours or an unclaimed one. You cannot pre-sell tickets to somebody else's. This spot, you will acquire a new rocket. Each rocket on the bottom one will tell you the things you will gain when you acquire it. And then on the cockpit, it'll show you what you will get when you launch it. If you do not launch it, each rocket is -5 points. The bottom spot down here allows you to build your blueprints, so different compartments within your rocket. You can build ones that you've already acquired, and then you can also build from this location, paying the extra cost of each that you choose to build. I think that's all the spots.
Okay. All right.
Do you want to go over like what the top things do, what the different company goals are, or anything like that?
We might be able to do that when we hit them.
Okay.
But we can go over these right now because these will be the end of the rounds,
Yeah.
right? So round 1, round 2, round 3. The game ends once we've filled up these slots with cubes from our boards or our player area. That signals the end of the game, which we'll talk about end of the game, what happens when we get there.
We place those cubes whenever we launch a rocket, and then also whenever we complete one of the company goals, we will take the cube from the corresponding column and our color and put it up there as well.
Okay. Do you want to explain what the blue players do?
So these are the NPCs. They're only used in a 2-player variant. Basically, they help move the game along with 2 players, give it more interaction. So if I was to bump the NPC, he would go to the next clockwise open location. Or if Daniel was there and I bumped this NPC, it would bump Daniel, and then his character would go back to his break room and he would get his income from that one guy. If by happenstance I was there and I bump him, he cannot bump me unless I have the upgrade on my board that allows me to bump my own characters. So he would, if I have that, he would bump me and I would get my income. If not, he would come back to the next open spot or the next spot with Daniel.
Okay.
If they are side by side, so in this situation, if I was to bump him, he wouldn't bump himself, so he would just go to the next spot.
Okay.
Another thing that'll happen, so this is depicted at the end of these rounds here. one of the expert workers will come out, and we will get rid of one of these guys, and then we will place 3 developments, blocking spots on the board for us to use. One of the nice things about this game, if you go to a spot, you have access to the 2 actions in the building that you're at, but you also have access to any buildings next to it that have a gear, a development gear. Downside is if you don't have a gear within this area, you have to pay each person. So in this case, I would have to pay the supply credits equal to where my reputation is. If Daniel had one here, I would have to pay both that amount. If we all 3 had one here, I don't have to pay anything to use these over here. But in this situation, there's none here, so I cannot use those actions at all. We only have one last thing for setup. At no cost, in reverse player order, so I am first player, Daniel is second. Daniel will get to use one of his development gears out of the leftmost column and place it out on the board. And then after he goes in, I get to do it as well.
And I can place it in any spot. If I place it in a spot that has this reputation, it will cause that to go up.
Yep.
And so I need to be a little strategic, just so that way I know I can win this game, in theory. So I guess I will place this here, which then gives me 1.
Sad thing is that was where I wanted to go. I will place my oxygen development, and I will go here, which will increase my my reputation. The nice thing about reputation, on your turn, anytime on your turn, one time, you can lose reputation to gain items below. You only get to gain one type of item. So if you're further along the track and you want to gain credits, you can go back 1 to gain 1 credit, or you can go back all the way to here and gain 2 credits. You wouldn't actually gain the resource.
Yep. So the symbols here represents one of the 3 resources that you need, which are, looks like blood droplets, but that's fuel, oxygen, and food.
All those are used when you're going to be launching your rockets. On countdown of 3, you have to pay food times the number of guests plus 1. The 1 is for your pilot. There is a spot up here that can reduce the amount of food by 1. Then you need to pay oxygen equal to the number of compartments. Your rocket currently has no compartments in it. And then fuel equal to your destinations. All right.
Okay. And then lastly, this is the currency. We have advertisements that are used to persuade travelers to go on your cruise or to do extended things when they're at a stop. And then we have the money or the coins, right? So this is 1, this is 5.
I was lucky enough to get upgraded components.
Yes. He picked this up at Origins and got the whole kit and caboodle. So we are playing with only the base game right now.
Yes.
All right. I guess we'll just dive in here and you go.
All right. First thing that I want to do is I want to get me another worker out there. So the best thing, I think, I'm going to go up here. I'm going to do the development. I'm actually not going to do the worker one. So the development, I'm going to do my food, which is going to cost me 5 in either the resource or in credits. So you start with 1 of each resource. So I'm going to spend 1 on the food, and then I'm going to spend 4 credits. That's going to place this development anywhere I want on the board. The nice thing about developments, when you recall your workers, or call a meeting is what it's called in this game, you get to do 1 action next to one of your developments. I am going to place this development here, and then that'll give me 1 reputation. So each spot you select, you're going to get 2 instant actions, the little lightning bolts. Everything's depicted on your board on what you do. We actually skipped the first step because we don't have any rockets in space currently. The second thing I'm going to do is because I now have a development over here, I have access to these. I also have access to these, but it would cost me 2 credits to do them. I'm going to acquire, we did skip one setup thing. You get to pick one of these, and then I get to pick one of those.
Okay.
So we gotta go back and do that real quick.
Yep. So we start with a blueprint. I guess I'll go with this.
Okay, so he took his. I'm going to acquire mine. Then these would have refilled. Now I'm going to acquire 2 more blueprints. And I will take this one and this one. And then these will refill. On your turn, you can spend 1 reputation to discard and refill that as you choose.
All right, then my turn.
Mm-hmm.
I can take my worker and I can actually place it. I guess it wouldn't hurt to place it here. All right, and then that allows me to gain either 3 of the resources or discard a agenda to increase the market.
Yep.
Okay.
The supply.
Okay, I think I'll just increase. So
you're gonna acquire.
Yep. Resources.
1 food.
1 food.
Oh, they start on 1.
Yeah. So I'll go up to 2. I'll do an auction and I'll do a fuel.
So you gain 1 of each.
Yep.
Okay. Your second action?
I can, and this allows me to plan out a cruise route, right?
It's called scheduling a cruise.
Scheduling a cruise. So I can do that because my
development.
Yep. And this one allow me to call in people.
Advertise for a cruise.
Right.
They do give you a nice little handy employee handbook, which has all the different actions explained briefly, but then they also tell you what page number in the book that they are as well. But yeah, it's very descriptive, shows you how to score points, so it tells you good things there. It tells the different cockpit scorings, and then if you are trying to get any certain thing, it'll tell you how to get it and what it's used for. It explains the company goals down at the bottom, the steps more in detail on launching a ship and adding a new cruise and so forth. Very good reference guide.
Okay, and so the second thing I can do, I guess that's really the only thing I want to do is schedule a cruise.
Okay, so which one do you want?
So I have I guess it's like adventurer, right?
Yeah.
Single people. So I will, I guess, put my marker on that one there.
Okay, so he will place this here. When you place that there, you take one of your income items and you'll flip it over. You won't have access to that until you launch your ship, but it will be upgraded at that point when you launch it, so you'll get more beneficially.
Right.
The 4 at the bottom, they're a one-time use. The 4 at the top are incomes.
Right. And so when I flip this over, though, I do get that right then and there, right?
Yes, you do.
What does this symbol mean?
Victory point.
Victory point.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go ahead and flip that over and get a victory point.
Actually, Daniel, can you move us? We should have started on 5, not 0.
Oh, so 5. So then I'm on 6.
Yep.
Okay. So then I'll show you on my board. This is the tile that I chose here. So the only thing is when I recall or go to my meeting, I cannot get that benefit. So this indication here with the hand on it, that is for when you've placed your workers back on their slots.
Anytime they would go to that, either when you acquire your expert, whenever you get bumped, or whenever you call a meeting, or whenever your pilot comes back from a cruise, he will go into one of those locations.
Yep. All right. I think that's it for my turn.
Okay, that was a good move. I was thinking the same thing. All right. Because I want some money, I'm going to go here and I'm going to bump Daniel. So the first thing Daniel's going to do is he's going to place his worker on his board and he's going to get an income.
Yep, which I'm going to take the dollar.
Okay. I am going to discard my agenda card and
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay.
Oh, there's I see.
Yeah, there's an actual spot up there. And I'm going to increase something. I'm going to increase the food all the way to maximum. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to gain 4 credits. And I will also gain 1 reputation. So that was my first action. The second thing I'm going to do, because I have a gear here, I'm then going to acquire some new agenda cards, which I did not go over those earlier, so I need to have a look. I'm going to take 2 of them, and I'm going to take those 2. And those do not refill until you go and do that action. And that is my turn.
Okay. So then for my action, I like what he's doing over there. And so I guess I will take my guy and let's bump you out of there. So that's going to put you back on your board.
Which I will get to do one of my incomes. I'm going to take another credit. Money is very important, and there's only a couple spots to get it, being on there, and then from your income there.
Yep.
And then what 2 actions are you going to do, Daniel?
Then I'm going to discard my
agenda card,
and I'm going to take this all the way back up.
So that's going to gain 4 credits and 1 reputation. I got your reputation for you, buddy.
All right, and then I can start advertising for people, right?
Yep.
So I have 2 advertisements I can use. So I'm going to have to take I pay 1 additional one for the next level up, right?
Yeah, so this one will cost 1 advertisement to advertise somebody from this row. This one will cost 2. This one will cost 3. Or from the supply for 4.
I'll pay 2 for the orange guy.
Okay.
So then he'll go on the cruise that actually I can put him on any cruise that's coming up. But I want to personally put him there though.
Right. You can put him on anybody's but mine.
Right.
Okay. So you do get some benefits whenever you place one of these guys here. You're going to get 1 credit for each destination. So this one only has 1 destination, so he's going to acquire 1 credit.
Is it $1 bill?
Yep.
Okay.
And then he's going to gain 1 reputation if your guy matches a location. So he'll get 1 reputation.
Yep. I like them apples.
What was your first? Oh, yeah, you increase that and then you advertise.
Yep.
Okay. I am going to go up here in this top left spot. The difference is the first action I'm going to do is I'm going to do a development, which is over into this other building. I am going to do my second column, so it's going to cost 6. I'm going to pay 1 oxygen and 5 credits. And that's going to allow me to place this one somewhere on the board. I'm going to place it up there. What that's going to do, it's going to give me a reputation, but then also throughout the game, I can, whenever I construct a building, it's going to cost 1 fewer credit to build that, or not building, but compartment. It's going to cost 1 credit fewer. Now, I do know anyone can use anyone else's spot. It does have a cost. I'll look that up when Daniel's on his turn. So I'll go ahead and take my second action now. Okay, for my second action, I'm actually going to get an expert worker. So now that I only have 3 development gears left in that area, this worker will cost 2 times those number of gears. So it's going to cost me 6. So I'm going to spend 6 credits. Going to get this worker. He's going to go into this area, which is instantly going to give me one of my incomes back, which I'm going to get a credit.
All right. So then I can take my turn and I can bump you out of the way here. Which then
I will get to do one of these and I will get a credit.
All right. And then I will, let's see here. So this guy here, his cost is the number of gears times 2, right?
In the food and oxygen area.
Right. So that'd be a total of 5. So it'd be 10. I'd have to pay 10 to get him unlocked. Which I think I'm actually going to pay for this guy. He's 12 to unlock. So this is the first time I think I've ever actually unlocked him early in the game. So I'll place him here. Then I get to pick one of these other break actions. So I will take another $1. And then the other action, I don't have enough to buy this, but I could develop. And the cost, can you remind me?
The development, the cost is at the bottom of the column. First column costs 5.
Okay.
You can either do credits or the resource that you're developing.
Or a mixture of both, right?
Or a mixture of both.
All right.
And the second column is 6, and the third column is 7.
So I could actually pick this one, go down to fuel, pay the rest.
So that's 3 credits.
Yep. And then where do I want to place this? Since I did fuel, it makes sense to put that there. So I pay 1 less fuel when I launch. Now go up on the reputation.
So I did look up in the rules. Using the developments at the top is the same as using someone else's down at the bottom. So you would pay according to your reputation to each person there, unless you have one.
So like if I'm here, I can use yours by paying for your.
Yeah. So like anytime you wanted to build a building, because I've invented that development, you can pay me according to your reputation track, and then you would actually get that benefit.
How do I pay you for my reputation?
No, you according to the track. So 0, 1, or 2, where you're at.
Okay. No, that's nice to know. But then, if I'm here but not here yet, there's no benefit. And even if I'm at 1, it's doing a 1-for-1.
Right, but you can build 2 compartments. So
because it's not per. It's just per action
you get
chosen.
it for that turn.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I did the 2 actions.
All right. For my turn. So the nice thing about the expert worker, you have on the board here, whenever you use your expert worker and you bump somebody, you're going to get an income. If you're bumping an opponent, they're going to get an income when they return their worker, but you also will get an income when bumping with them. I am going to go here. I'm going to schedule a cruise. I'm going to schedule this one here. The reason for I wanted to do this one, there are 2 purple guests in the lower level, so it's going to cost me less advertisement to get them. So with that, I'm going to put my my advertising guy there, and I'm going to flip one item over. I'm going to do the 1 credit one. So I'll instantly get a credit. That'll go there. The second action I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and advertise for my cruise. So I'm going to pay 2 advertisement because you can do up to 2 guys. I'm going to do the 2 purple guys who were in the first row. So for this purple guy, I will gain 1 credit, and I will gain 1 reputation. For this purple guy, I will gain 1 credit, and then I'll also gain 1 reputation because it matches my destinations.
Okay, my turn.
Yep.
All right, so then I can't bump my guy with my
Workers.
Yeah, with
until
my big guy.
You upgrade this location.
Right here. No, is it that one?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so I have my Is this laboratory worker or no professor?
Expert worker.
Expert worker. Okay, so I have an expert worker that I can use right now, and so I can take him.
Now you can also call a meeting anytime. You don't necessarily have to have a guy out there or have all your guys out there.
True. So maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just call a meeting and recall my guys.
So when he recalls his guys, 2 things are going to happen. You're going to call a meeting, so you're going to return them all. When you return them, you're going to get the income off of them.
Yep. So I'm going to get 1 advertisement and 1 money.
Okay. The second thing you're going to do is you get to do one of the locations next to your gear. You get to do 1 action next to your gear. So you have a gear here, so you can do either of these 4 actions.
So it makes sense to replenish my goods, right? So I will go up 3 on the fuel.
So 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
All right. Well, the nice thing is that opens up the board for me quite a bit. Kind of want to do that. All right, I do need some resources as well, so I'm going to come here. I am going to acquire 1 fuel. I'm going to acquire 1 oxygen, and I'm going to get an additional food. With that, my second action, I am going to discard a card, and then I'm going to refill. I'm going to refill the oxygen. Since it's all the way down, I'll get the most benefit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 credits, and go up on the reputation. I have reached level 7 on the reputation now. So anytime I would have to pay someone to use their gear, I'm only paying 1. Also, at the end game, I get a bonus 3 victory points for being past that mark.
Yep.
All right, that was my 2 actions. Daniel, your turn.
All right, so I guess I can take my big guy here. All right, can I bump out your expert?
Yep.
Okay.
You can bump any worker.
So I will bump out. Do I want to do that? Actually, no, I don't. I'm going to go here instead. Okay. And I will. I guess I will pay 2 oxygen, and then the rest in money.
So 3 credits.
Yep. 3 credits to gain this. And then I can place this. Oh, let's just place it here. And then I'll gain 1 reputation.
Okay. Second action.
Second action. I don't have any more money.
No, you don't have any more money, so you can only do the ones in the building you're in.
Right, which I don't have enough money to do another.
You don't have another development gear that you can put out there.
And
you can't pay for it.
Right.
And then you also don't have the money to pay for your expert worker, so no other action.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. So I think I have no guys on my board. I got to call a meeting. So I'm going to return all my workers to my board. I'm going to get 3 incomes. I'm going to choose resources this time. I'm going to get an oxygen, a food, and another food. Main reason why I did that, I had flipped my credit one over whenever I scheduled a cruise. Okay. So now I get to do 1 action out on the board that is next to my gears.
1 for each gear, or just 1?
Just 1 action, period. I think... I think it'll be nice to... I'm going to do this action here. So I'm going to pay 1 credit to get 2 resources. I'm going to get 2 oxygen. Then I'm going to pay 1 credit to get 2 advertisements. And that's my turn.
All right. So I will take my guy here. And I need some resources here. So it makes sense for me to put them here. Right, and so then that will have me take up 3 of the oxygen.
1, 2, 3.
Yep. Then I don't have any agendas.
You can do the same action twice.
Right. I think that's the only thing I'm going to be able to do. So I'll just go up once on the food.
So you can't use anything you can't take. So he's only getting 1.
Right.
Okay.
And that's it for my turn.
All right. I think I'm going to do... I have the money, so I'm going to take my worker, and I'm going to bump the NPC. So first thing he's going to do, he's going to go to the next spot clockwise. If it's open or an opponent, he will go there. So he's going to go there. Nothing else happens with the NPC. Now I'm going to build some compartments. All my compartments are going to cost 1 less to build. So I have a total of 8 credits. The first one here costs 4 credits, and the second one costs 3. So that's going to be reduced by 1 for each of them. So it's only going to cost me 5 credits to build both of these. So 5 credits. I'm going to build both these compartments into my rocket. So that is the arcade and the pool deck. So these are for family and relaxation on both of those. So that was my first action. My second action...
And there's only a max of how many cabins you can have per ship, right?
Yep.
3. Until you unlock space on your board.
Then you can have 4 within that compartment.
And is there a limit to how many rockets you can have?
Same situation. They can be 3 compartments and 3 rockets. You do the upgrade, you can have 4 compartments and 4 rockets.
Okay.
The second action I'm going to do is I'm going to build again. I am going to build the one I have here. That's going to cost me 1 because it's reduced by 1. And then that currently is going to be at max capacity. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. All right. I'll take my guy. And I think I need some more money. So I'm going to bump this guy. And he's actually going to, instead of knocking me back to my break room, it's going to skip me because I'm the one that forced him to move, and he's going to go here.
Correct.
And then I will draw 2 agenda cards, right? Or I pick 2, right?
You can take the one on the top of the discard deck for the cost of a reputation, or you can take the ones available there.
And what's that there?
What, the card?
Yeah.
Okay, so whenever you call a meeting, gain an additional 3 income.
Okay.
So the cards, to explain the cards, in the top right corner, it'll show when to use it.
Okay.
Then you'll have the text of what it does, and then on the bottom, at any time, you can discard that card to gain that resource. The nice thing is, if you're using that in conjunction with launching a rocket, it does not matter your cap of the resource. So like if you're max on fuel and you discard this if this was a red for a fuel to pay for your destination because you need it, you can.
So I'll take that and this one. These are the ones I grabbed. So that's when to use it, and that is the bonus if you just discard it. Then the other one is replenishing, right?
Yep.
So I'll replenish 4. So I don't gain this bonus because I have no more room. I get $1, 1 advertisement, and 1 reputation. All right, and that's it.
Okay, so on your turn, there's 2 things you do. And they're depicted on your player board and then also on the back of your employee handbook. So turn structure, it says 1, you advance any of the ships. And then 2 is placing workers, calling a meeting, or launching a ship. And then the 3rd step is if you accomplish any of the company goals. So what I'm actually going to do this turn is I'm going to launch a ship. So what you do is you will take whichever worker you choose and you will put them down here on the elevator, and we're going to the countdown tracker. So you start at the bottom. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the cruise that I have been advertising. That's going to go to the top of my rocket. I'm going to return my guy back to his position on the board. And then I'm going to, any of the guests that I pre-sold tickets to, or I can pay advertisements to get the guys now, the same cost for advertisements. Your compartments, every 2 compartments gives you 1 spot. So I have 3 compartments in that allows me to take 2 guests. Now, if you had advertised somebody in this and you cannot take them or choose not to take them, you lose 2 reputation. So that's only if you pre-sold tickets. So if you oversell your ship and you don't have room to put them, your company loses reputation. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go to countdown number 4. That's going to take one of my cubes and place it in the leftmost bottom open spot. So we're still in the round 1. Then I'm going to go up 1 and I'm going to pay for my ship. So the first step is food times the number of guests plus 1. So that's going to be 2 guests plus my pilot. So that's 3. 1, 2, 3. Oxygen for the number of compartments. I have 3. So I'm going to go from 4 down to 1. And then fuel for my destination, which is 2. Okay. Then I'm going to come up to the countdown marker of 2. And you're going to gain the victory points and then flip your cockpit over. So one side has hash marks across it to depict that it hasn't been launched yet, and the other side does not. The other thing is the other side won't say this -5 if not launched, but it'll still show you the reward. So for this victory points, I'm going to gain 1 victory point times the number of compartments in all of my rockets. Each one of the cockpit scorings are described in your employee handbook. So this one here, 1 VP per segment across all your ships. So I currently have 3, so I will gain 3 VP, going from 5 to 8. I will then flip that cockpit over. That's showing that I've launched the ship and I won't lose the 5 victory points. Going to T-1, I'm going to take the chip that I flipped and I'm going to place it into my engine compartment. And then T-0, I take my pilot and I put him in the cockpit of the ship. So now, on my next turns, he's going to progress through the step 1 of the turn structure, and he's going to go through the different destinations in space and return home throughout the turns. So that's going to automatically happen at the beginning of each of my turns. Next thing we need to do, since I did do my cruise, we're going to then refill that cruise. So we'll take the next one on the supply. We'll place it in this spot. You are going to take the number of guests equal to the number of guests that I launched with. So I launched 2, so I will take 2. Luckily, this one has 2. If this only had 1, I would put 2 of the same one. So I'm going to first take an orange, then I'm going to take a blue, and those are going to be the new guys that are going to get put out. The other thing that I do is each orange of interest in each family is going to drop 1 in the track. So those are all going to go down 1, and then those are going to go up there. So if this had purple in it, there was no purples here, they wouldn't move at all because there was none to move, and so forth.
Okay.
So that was my turn.
All right. So the only thing I think I can do on my turn is call a meeting, which then I can actually use this agenda card, right? It says productive meeting. When you call a meeting, gain an additional 3 break actions. So I will go here, place that there, grab these, I'll place them as well.
The player boards are pretty awesome. They're a dual layer player board. So every piece fits in pretty well, and you can kind of see where everything belongs as well.
So I'll take 3 money, and then I'll take 2 more money, because money makes the world go round, and 1 advertisement.
Okay. Now you also get to do 1 action next to one of your development gears.
Okay. So that is take 2 blueprints, or I can spend 1 money to get 2 advertisements, or I can spend 1 to get 2 resources, which I already have. I could build or develop another rocket. You know what? I am going to use this one here, and I will discard this agenda, and I will move the fuel up.
So it's going up 1, 2, 3, 4. So you will get 1 reputation and 4 credits.
Just get a 5, put 1 back.
Okay, so that was your turn.
Yep.
So on my turn, the turn structure states I'm going to advance the ship. So advance the ship that are on cruises to the next stop. So my pilot will actually move to this icon here. So on the back, each icon will show you what to do. So in this one, it's called a day in space. Each guest gains 1 bonus times matching icons. So these icons are up here on the top. So I have 2 purple guests. So I'm going to get this bonus twice.
So you want to show the camera that up closer?
The first spot there, the day in space. Oh, sorry, blocking the light. It's also depicted right there as well on your board, on your player aid. So 2 purple guests. The purple icon says resources. I'm going to get 2 fuel. So that's just step 1 of my turn. Second thing I get to do is do my workers now, my worker placement aspect. I need some money as well. I'm going to go here. Actually, no. I'm going to...
So for this here, I'd have to have 6 gears unlocked to get this accomplishment.
Have that, the company goal.
Yep, company goal. And then this one here, you have to have 2 of each.
A set of the adventure, the guest types on your ship, on ships.
And then what is this one?
That you have 1 of the icons at
each one of the locations.
Yep. Okay. So in this case,
location types.
And it's not equal to. So the first person to get 2, doesn't matter what colors they are, just as long as they're different colors. When someone inquires that, then the next one is you have to have 3. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked.
My fault.
Actually, I am going to just call a meeting. So I'm going to return my worker, and I'm going to play my card. It says, when calling a meeting, you may forfeit all of your income and gain 6 credits instead. Because I only had 1 guy coming back. He was only going to give me 2, but instead I'll take 6. And then I get to do 1 action next to my items. I am going to acquire 2 blueprints. So this one up here, I'm going to acquire 1, and yeah, let's just get this one up here on top. So now those will slide down and we will refill them. I acquired the distillery and paintball.
Okay. All right. So I need to start building on my rocket, being prepared to go somewhere, do something. But first, I am going to... So I'm going to take this guy. I'm going to bump him.
Okay.
This gets moved there. But then when I bumped him, do I get this benefit?
Yep. Since you used your expert worker.
Yep. So I will get an advertisement. Then I can get 2 more of these. Why not?
And for your second action?
Yeah, for my second action, then I can actually build them.
Yep.
Yep.
Now, do remember, you can pay to use the, automated systems at the top. So you would pay me 1, given your reputation.
Yep.
And then it would reduce the cost of each one you built by 1.
Yep. So spend 1 to get 2, basically, right?
But it is giving it to me and not to the supply, but it saves money.
Right. So in doing that, I can actually take this one. Instead of spending 5, I can spend 4. And then I can place this here. And then it gives me 3 victory points when I build it.
Yeah, it's end game.
Oh, is it in game? Okay. And then I can build...
I will double check on that.
This one here for 2. All right. And then that was my 2 actions.
Oh, actually, we did make 1 mistake. The refilling the blueprint display actually only happens after you build. It's not after you purchase, acquire.
So they stay there until someone builds something?
Yeah, until they're actually built, then they refill. So do that from now on.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. But you don't gain, it doesn't specify that you gain the victory points. Those are at the end game. All right, so my turn. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to advance my cruise, advancing my ship. It is now at the relaxation destination. So, first thing I get to do, following the back of my employee handbook, unlock and upgrade, and then spend ads to score guests. So here's my upgrade marker. I am going to place it here. What that's going to do is from now on, whenever I gain a reputation, I'm going to gain 1 additional reputation. Okay. Now I'm going to spend ad to score guests. So I have 2 purple guests. Since we're going to the same color location, it only costs 1 advertisement to send them there. If it was a guest of a different color, it would cost 2 advertisements. So I'm going to spend 2 advertisements to send these 2 guests. And now I score. So each one is going to score 3 plus 1. So I'm going to get 4 victory points for that one and 4 victory points for that one. So a total of 8 victory points for yellow. It's going to put me at 8 to 16. Okay. And then my guests will return back to the ship. And now I'll take my assigning workers. I am going to... I'm going to come over here. I'm going to get some resources. I'm going to get 2 oxygen and 1 food. Second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pay Daniel 1 credit. And then I'm going to advertise for another cruise. So I will take my guy and place him here. In doing so, I'm going to upgrade another one of my things. And I'm going to do the any resource, flipping that over, and I will gain a food. So that was my 2 actions. Daniel?
All right. So I had a question about the statement you said about replenishing that. Is that only from when you buy directly from there to build?
So the acquiring blueprints, it doesn't refill at all.
Okay.
It doesn't refill until at the end of building a ship segment described on page 21.
Okay.
Then you
At the
refill
end of the action, if segments were built directly from the blueprint display. This remaining blueprints
Oh,
select.
no, I guess it does.
Refresh blueprints right there, yeah. Anytime on your turn, you may spend 1 reputation to discard any number of blueprints from the display. Refill the empty spaces from the blueprint tray.
No, they automatically refill, yeah.
Yep. But those do not slide down.
Yeah, on page 20, the second paragraph, at the end of the action, slide all remaining blueprints down the display, fill in any empty spaces, then add new ones from the blueprint tray. So yeah, we were doing it right.
Yep. It's not very often we actually buy them directly from there.
Right.
So, okay.
It is nice to buy them directly from there because you're not having to use the action on the board. So it's doing it 1 less action, but it costs you money and reputation to do so.
Right. Okay. All right. So I will take my guy and I will put him here. which then will allow me to build my last cabin for 2, right? And then I can place this either on the top or the bottom of the stack, right? Is that how that works?
Anywhere you want. Yep.
I will put him, or it, should I say? I guess I'll put it up here. And then my other action, I can actually get 2 more of the blueprints. Something that's not too expensive. I don't know, maybe I'll take one that's 5, and then I'll take this one here.
So those will slide down, and we'll refill.
I'll put those on board there. That is my 2 actions.
Okay. So for saying I'm going to advance my cruise ship, that's going to put me at my end destination. So on the back of your employee handbook, place your worker in the break room. So anytime he goes back to the break, I get to do an income. So I'm going to get 2 credits. So he doesn't like money. And return the cruise and guests to the supply. So the cruise destination is going to go back into the supply. And then the purple guys are going to go back there. So that is all I do for that. Now I'll take my turn as normal. I have a lot of money. I think I'm going to... bump the NPC. So he's going to come over to here. I'm going to do another development. I'm going to do the fuel this time. So it's the furthest one, it's the leftmost one, so it's going to cost me 5. I'm going to spend 2 fuel and 3 credits. I'm going to go ahead and place that over here. And then my second action, I'm going to do the same action. But this time I'm going to do it for the food. And since this is my middle one, it's going to cost 6. So I'm going to spend 2 food and 4 credits. I'm going to place this out here. And I'm going to go there, which is going to increase my reputation.
Okay.
That's my turn.
And then I have 1 guy left. I'll have to bump somebody if I want to take an action.
You can always launch your ship if you have...
I guess I would have... Yeah, why not, right? So I'll do that. I'll go to launch my ship. So I'll start here.
Yep.
At 5. So then that... you have to walk me through this again. So this...
So you take your destination, put it at the top.
Yep.
Your advertising guy will go back to his position.
Yep.
You can take your pre-sold, place them in a cabin, and then would you like to get another guy?
I would.
So you have another orange, which matches your destination. It would cost 2 advertisement, or you have some family ones, not adventure ones.
I'll just buy the orange guy.
Okay.
So I'll put that back in there. And I'll have him join there. And then I get reputation. No,
yeah.
I can spend reputation, right?
Oh, no, that's if you had pre-sold a ticket and that person can't go.
Oh, okay.
You don't have a requirement.
Yep. Gotcha. So then I go to 4. Then I take one of my cubes, right?
Yep.
I place it here.
Yep.
And then I go here and I pay the cost.
Your resources.
All right, so I got 3 people to account for, right? So
Your
I got
2 guests plus your pilot.
Right, 1, 2, and 3. And then I need 2 fuel.
For your destination.
And then I have 3 cabins, so I got to spend 3
oxygen.
Okay. Yep.
Now you're at T-2.
Yep. So then I flip this over. Right?
Yep.
And then I get 1 victory point per cabin built.
In all of your ships,
Yep.
which you only have 1 ship.
3.
So 3.
3.
So it goes from 6 to 9.
And then I go
to T-1.
1. And I'll take this that I put there earlier, and this goes at the bottom of my ship.
Yep.
And then it goes to 1 or 0.
And he goes into the cockpit.
Yep. Okay.
So now it is my turn. Unfortunately, Daniel didn't open up the board any for me. I do need some resources, but there's not really any spot that I can get resources from. So I'm going to have to bump somebody. I can either get me some cards, bumping the NPC, or I can get resources or advertisement by bumping Daniel. I am going to bump the NPC. So it's going to look the next spot, which is me, and I can't bump myself yet. I don't have that unlocked yet. So it's going to skip that. Then it's going to go to the next spot, which is another NPC, so it's going to skip that. And then it's going to go to this spot, which is Daniel, and it'll bump him.
Okay. Which when that goes back, I'm going to get a resource. Might as well go ahead and get 2 VP since it's unlocked.
Okay, going from 9 to 11. And then I'm going to get 2 cards. I'm going to take the last minute purchase, which is on the bottom. And then I will take the rapid assembly, which is the 3rd one. Yep. For my second action, I'm going to get some resources. Yeah, I'm going to get resources. Since I have my development gear there, I can access this building. I'm going to get 2 food and 1 fuel. And that's my turn.
Okay. So on my turn, we're going to go through the cruise, right? So he's going to go to the day in space, which is this little indication here of this little grouping of stars there. And so then what happens?
On day in space, you're going to look at the color of guests that you have.
Yep.
And then you're going to get the bonus from the top of the advertisement board.
Right. So I have 2 orange.
So 2 adventurous guests will give you 1 each. Will give you a advertisement. So he'll gain 2 advertisements,
which will come in handy. All right. And then it goes into my turn as normal. I have this guy here, which then I should probably place. I'm going to need some more resources. So I'm going to bump you out.
Okay, when he bumps me, I'm going to go back and I'm going to do credits. I have that upgraded, so I'm going to get 2 credits.
Okay. Then I will go up. Actually, you know what? I should have spent 1 less fuel because I am up here.
Oh, yes.
So I would have saved 1 fuel. So we're having that development there. And then I can go up 1, 2.
Nope, there's no food available.
Goodness. So I have to go up 1 on the. Oh, so I wasn't paying attention.
What I would do,
yep,
since you're already there, you can pay me 1 credit and get 2 cards.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could discard one of the 2 cards to increase the item that you want.
Yeah, that's a good plan. I should do that.
Since you
Just don't
already
give me more of
went
my
there.
money. So I'll get, I guess I'll just take these 2 that are here.
The other option that you could have done, instead of bumping my guy there, you could have bumped the NPC here, but then you wouldn't have access to the card spot.
Right.
So either bumping my guy there or bumping my guy up there is what you would have needed to do. So which card would you like to discard? Or you can just gain 1 fuel.
To understand this card, it says you may choose a non-paired cockpit and engine. Then you may, looks like, build 2 cockpits into
Not cockpits,
that ship.
2
or
compartments.
Sorry, cabins. 2 cabins into that ship.
So each rocket and engine or cockpit and engine are paired already.
Yeah.
But what it's stating is that you can mix and match however you choose.
Okay. When I go to do that development.
Action.
Yep. All right, double duty. Okay. So I could discard to gain more money.
Yeah, you would get money and reputation.
Right. So yeah, let's go ahead and then that's a good one. I like that one. Let's go ahead and discard this one.
Okay. Which item would you like to increase? Food or oxygen?
I will increase my food by 3.
No. You're increasing the supply.
Right. Sorry, the supply. Right.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you'll gain 5 credits and 1 reputation.
All right.
So that was your 2 actions. You acquired 2 cards, and then you increase the supply.
Yep. All right, we're good.
Okay, we're back?
Yep.
All right. So we did miss one thing. When Daniel launched his ship, we did forget to replace the cruise. So we're going to replace the cruise. All the orange guests will go down 1. Daniel had 2 guests on his thing, so we'll add 2 guests. We add an orange, and then it loops back around since it's the only destination type, and another orange, and those will go in the top spot. Okay. Now for my turn, luckily that break let me get some time to think. I'm going to bump Daniel's guy up here. So he's going to come back.
And I will, I guess, I need more money. I need,
resources.
I think I'm okay. So I guess I will get 1 fuel.
Okay. Going there, I'm going to spend 1 credit to get 2 advertisements. I'm going to spend 1 credit to get 2 resources. So I'm going to get a fuel and a food. For my second action, I am going to acquire some blueprints. I'm going to take this top one and I will take this one. Nope. And then those replace. So that was my 2 actions.
All right. So for my turn, I can... Well, first off, I got to start off with actually going through this motion here. All right, so now this guy's going to go to the destination on my board.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and so then from there...
You take your upgrade token.
Yep.
And you place it on one of the spots if you choose to.
Yep. Does it have to be in this or can it be in any region?
It can only be in the region for the destination.
Okay. So this one is when I take an action.
So there's 2 different things.
Yep.
The top portion on that has some green lines pointing up. So that's an instant action.
Okay.
And then the bottom is an infinite symbol. So you'll get that from then on. So the top one is you're going to gain an income for each cube that you have out there, which is currently 1.
And then the ongoing is 1 cube for...
Every time you put a cube up there, you're going to get an income.
Okay.
The second upgrade
Okay, so that's not a bad
On
one.
you instantly get rid of one of your bottom income spots, the
Yep.
dark ones. And then the next one is you can do 4 ships up to 4 compartments.
Mm-hmm. Which isn't bad. It helps me build onto this one.
It lets you build onto that one, and you can take a third guest onto it.
All right, so yeah, I think I will place that in. I guess I'll do that slot.
So upgrading the ships.
Yep,
Okay.
upgrading the ships.
So now you'll take your guest and
Yep.
you'll place them on the spot.
Yep. So I'll pay 1 for each orange.
Right. You would pay 2 for each blue, which is the family, and you would pay 2 for each purple, which are relaxation.
Right. So then that's going to give me 3 plus 1 victory points.
So 4 times the number of adventures.
Oh, so 8.
Yep. Taking you from 11 to 19.
All right.
Okay. Now your action.
Yeah, so then I'll take my little professor guy, or expert as you call him, and I will I'll bump your guy out.
Okay. Now instantly give me an income.
Yeah.
I will take 2 credits.
And then I will replenish the cards here. So that's going to give me one of these, which I'll just take an oxygen. I'll take a money, advertisement, and a reputation. Did you get that for me?
I got your reputation for you.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Then my other action that I can do is take 2 of these cards. Guess I'll take another helping hand. That was good to have. And there's a loyalty program. Why not?
Okay, so for my action, I am going to bump your guy.
Okay, well, I'll just get 2 more victory points.
Going to discard a card. And I'm going to bump oxygen all the way to the top. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 credits. And a reputation. But anytime I get a reputation, I actually get an additional. So we'll get 2, going from 8 to 10. And then I will replenish cards. So
First thing, get 1 money and 1 reputation.
But whenever I gain a reputation, I gain 2. Puts me in the lead. Puts me from 10 to 12.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right, so
You're going to advance your ship.
Oh, yes. So advance my ship, comes back to home. All right, and when it comes back to home, place your worker into your break room. Don't mind if I do.
What income would you like to get?
Is it based on any of these?
Yep, the top 4.
I will have to do... Let's do 2 more victory points.
Going from 21 to 23.
Yep.
Okay. Then you're going to return the cruise and guest to the supply.
There's that. And those. All right. So now I have options. I can bump you.
That doesn't mean that's an NPC.
Sorry, NPC. So he's going to go, and then he's going to bump you.
Yes. Which, for me, I will go here, and I got a decent amount of money, but I'll still get 2 more. You never have too much money.
And then I will plan for my next vacation, which I will go to this spot there.
Okay, so you'll flip one over your tokens again?
It can be the ones down here? Or
yep.
Okay. Ooh. I guess I'll do this.
Okay, so that is doing a development at 4 cost reduction.
Mm-hmm. So then that allows me to pay 2 instead of 6, which I'll just do these. To place this, where would I like to go? I'll go here. It's going to cost 1 fewer advertisement when adding them to the cruise ship.
Cruise or ship.
Okay.
So that's pre-sold tickets or last minute.
So then, okay.
That was action 1.
Yep. So action 2. Then I'll start loading up some people in.
Okay.
And what's the max I can?
2.
2.
You do 1 or 2.
1 or 2. And so the bottom 2 would cost me 0, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do 1 blue, and then I'll go up to the next one and do an orange,
which would cost you 1 advertisement.
Right.
Okay. So you're going to get $1 per destination. So for the orange guy, you're going to get $2. And then you're going to gain 1 reputation because your orange matches your orange.
Okay.
Then for the blue guy, the family, you're going to get $2. And then you're going to get 1 reputation because the family matches the family.
Okay.
And we're back to tied on the reputation. And my turn?
Yep.
Okay, I am going to launch a cruise. So we're going to come down to the bottom. T-5. I'm going to place my destination on the top of my ship. Put my guy back. Then I'm going to acquire guys to put in my cabin. Oh, Daniel, you kind of messed me up.
Oh, do you need a wapkin?
Yeah, you took the guy that I wanted. I am going to take these 2. So it's going to cost me 1 advertisement. They're going to go onto my cruise ship. Then I'm going to go up here. I'm going to place a cube. If you wouldn't mind, good sir.
That stinks. That's what I was trying to do.
That's going to trigger the end of the first stage. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pay for mine. 2 fuel, 3 oxygen, and 3 food. Puts me all the way back down to 0. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to score my cockpit again, which is going to give me 3 victory points, going from 16 to 19. Then I'm going to place one of my upgrade down there on the engine, and then I'm going to go up to the cockpit. And that's my turn.
All right. Then on my turn, I need to get some resources. So I can... Oof.
Oh, we have to score the end of the phase.
Oh, yes. Yes. Okay. So you have more yellow there than I do.
Yep. So all of us are multiplying. So we're going to get victory points equal to the symbol here that we have revealed, which both of us each have 1, times the number of cubes. But then we're going to look at the reputation, and whoever's in the lead, which we're tied, so we're both going to get it, is going to add as if we had another cube. So I'm going to get 3 times 1, and you're going to get 2 times 1. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. It is now 25 to 22. And now we do another thing. We are going to upgrade one of the workers. So we upgrade this one. And then we're going to place 3 developments out according to the 2-player marks here. And then that is all.
Okay. And what's this symbol mean here?
That's placing those 3 gears out.
Oh, okay.
So now it is your turn.
Okay. What was I going to do? And I can't buy supplies, right? When I launch, I actually have to have them.
Yes. Or use a card for them. You do have a maximum hand size of 5 as well.
Of the cards?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I guess then I'm just going to have to bump you out.
I'm going to go back to my break area. I'm going to get an advertisement. Thank you, Daniel. I needed that.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, so I'm going to gain 1 of the oxygen, and then I'll gain 2 food.
1 oxygen, 2 food.
Okay. Then I'll just take the same action again. I'll take 1 fuel, 1 oxygen, and 1 food.
Okay. My turn. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to advance my ship. So I'm at my family destination. I'm going to take my upgrade marker here, and I'm going to place it here. So now with that, I can bump my own workers. So I can either bump my own, or I can use the NPCs to bump mine. Okay. Second thing is I'm going to take my guest. We're going to go to the destination. It's going to cost me 1 advertisement per, so I now have 2 advertisements, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to get my 2 guests times 3 plus 1, so times 4. So I'm going to get 8 victory points, going from 22 to 30. And then my guests will return back to their cabins. Now I'll take my normal turn. And I'm going to bump, which is then going to bump me, since I can bump my own workers now. Going back, and I will get an advertisement. Actually, I will get 2 resources. I'll get 2 fuel. And now I'll acquire a cockpit and an engine set. I am going to acquire the set here. So when I acquire it, I do the items on the engine. Those are immediate. I'm going to get an agenda card and an income. I will take the fresh ideas. And the income I will take, I will get 2 resources, which will be the oxygen. We also forgot to replenish that again.
Oh.
So I took 2 workers. All the family ones are going to go down 1 spot, and then we're going to add 2 family ones to the supply.
Okay.
So currently with that ship, I'm going to lose 5 victory points unless I launch that. So I definitely want to launch that relatively soon. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to advertise for using this action over here, and I'm going to advertise for a new cruise. Yep. I'll do, yeah, that one there. And that is my 2 actions.
All right. I guess I'm gonna have to recall. Right. So I'll do the helping hands with it. Allows me to get 3 of the break resources or whatever. So I'll place 1, 2, and 3. So if I do all victory points, that'll give me 12 victory points, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bad idea, but I think I will just use the 3 to get 6 victory points. So if you want to move me up 6. And then the other ones, I'll get 2 more and an advertisement. Or actually, no, I'll do 2 advertisement and just only 1 of the money.
Okay. One of the things also, I completed a goal.
Yes, you did.
So that's going to move up, and I'm going to take one of my cubes and place it up there.
Yeah. Now, did that happen before you filled this one here? Or
it happened at the start of my turn.
Oh, okay.
Last turn, when I advanced my ship. Okay, so are you done? Actually, it happened at the end of the turn. I met the goal.
Right.
At the beginning, but then you accomplished a company goal at the end.
Okay.
So you did your recall. You need to do 1 action out here.
Yeah, I will.
Do you want to put your card on top of the discard pile?
Yep. Let's see, what can I do? I could build a rocket, which wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, I'll build the rocket. And then I can actually spend or use this to just mix and match.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I need to refill that one.
All right.
Oh.
Some of these symbols are foreign to me. So this is 2 victory points per
each cube that you have out.
This is
5 victory points for each of your expert workers.
Oh. I think I'll take this one with, that's taking agenda and a money.
Mm-hmm.
Agenda and 2 victory points.
2 resources and a credit, or 2 credits and a resource.
I think I'll take this.
Okay. And then we'll refill those.
So this gets built now, right? So I can flip the bottom half.
Yep. And you get those items.
Which was the 2 victory points and an agenda card.
So you're up to 33, and I'm at 30 still.
Yep.
Okay.
I will do critical thinker. All right.
And card on top of the discard pile. I'm going to bump my own guy. He's going to come back. I'm going to get to do an income, which I'll take an advertisement. And since the expert bumped my guy, I get an income. I'm going to take an advertisement. Oh, I need to advance my ship. Sorry. I have 2 family guests, and for family, you get victory points. So I'll get 2 victory points. Then I bump my guy, get my 2 incomes. Now I'm going to build some compartments. Okay, each one's reduced by 1. So these 2 will cost me a total of 5. And then for my second action, I'm going to build some more compartments. This one normally costs 1, but reduced by 1, so it costs 0. That is then going to accomplish another company goal. I have 2 of each symbols. I have 2 adventure, 2 family, and 2 relaxation. So I'm going to take this cube and place it up here.
Oh, man.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. Well, you're beating me in all those goals.
Nice thing is that'll add to my multiplier for when we go to score.
Right. I guess I will take this and I will bump this guy out, which then moves him there. And then I will pay 6, right? I don't think there's anything that reduces it, right?
No, but you can reduce it by paying the resource.
True. Or discarding cards.
Because that would give you resource.
Right.
Yes.
So I think I'll just go down, I'll go down 2 on the oxygen. We don't need to breathe. To reduce it by 2, so it makes it 4. 2, 3, 4. And then I can place this somewhere. I guess I'll go here to make it 1 less food.
Okay. Second action.
Yep. And then I can actually spend 6 to unlock my last guy there, right?
Mm-hmm. And then you'll get an income.
Yep. I'll get another $1 back because I'm broke now. And then, what was I thinking of? I think that's it, right?
Okay. I'm going to advance my cruise ship. So my guy goes back to here. I'm going to get 2 resources. I will take food. And then my cruise destination goes away. And my guests go away. Actually, I'm not going to take the food. I'm going to take advertisements. So that's 1 advertisement. And then for my action for my turn, I'm going to come up here and bump the NPC, which is then going to bump Daniel.
And I will get another $1.
I'm going to spend 1 to get 2 advertisement for my first action. And then my second action, I'm going to spend 1 to get 2 food. Oh, that wasn't my second action. That was, I still have another action to use. Yeah, I'll spend 1 more and get 2 more advertisements. And I'll spend 1 more to get 2 resources. I will get an oxygen and a food. That's me.
Okay. Let's see here. I can take this guy and I will place him. If I bump this here, right, that goes back to you, but then I also get an action, right, an income, right? And then I can use this card here. Instead of doing this here, I can pay 1 to get both 3 of the resources and 3 advertisements. I'm assuming I can only do this 1 time. I can't do it for both actions.
Right.
So I'll pay the 1 and I'll get 3, 1, 2, 3 oxygen, and then 3 advertisements.
For my income, I'm going to go ahead and just get 2 credits.
All right. And then I will I don't think I have enough to build. I will have to take 2 more blueprints.
You get to take 2 more.
Yes. Yes. So I'll take this one, and I'll take this one.
Okay, so it's going to drop down. So we'll go first. 1 second. Okay, so it's your turn.
Yep.
My turn. I am going to launch a ship. So I'm going to take my destination, place it at the top, return my guy. I'm going to then do some, what is it called, last minute sales. So each advertisement's reduced by 1. So this guy will cost me 1, and this guy will cost me 2. So that's a total of 3 advertisements. They will go into my cabins here and here. I will take a cube and add it to that, which will end the second scoring phase. Then I will pay for my supplies. It's going to cost me 3 food, 3 oxygen, and 3 fuel. Actually, let's back that up. I'm going to use this card here. When launching, you may spend 1 credit instead of 1 resource, spending a maximum of 5. So I'm going to spend all 5. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I need to spend 4 of my resources. I'm going to go oxygen, food, oxygen, and food. And then I'm going to go here. I'm going to... Oh, I never flipped one of my things. And we'll do one of the... We'll do this one for 4 credits. And then we'll place that on the bottom of my ship. And going to flip my cockpit, score it, and then place my pilot into the cockpit. So this is cockpit number 8, which is 4 victory points times the number of ships with 6 victory point cabins. So the ship that I'm currently in has 6. The other ship I have has 5. So I'm going to get 4 victory points.
Okay.
Puts me at 36 and you at 33. And that is my turn. So we will refill the cruise. We're going to get 2 guys because I sent 2 guests out. Oh, sorry. First thing we're going to do is we're going to drop the orange and purple by 1. And then we're going to get 2 guys because I sent 2 guys, 1 orange, then 1 purple. That then triggered the end of this round, which this is where I'm going to get some good victory points. So we're tied for the lead, so it's going to add 1 to each of us. So I have 1, 2, 3, plus my 1 for being tied for reputation. So that's 4 of the wings times my number of cubes there, which is 3.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 12 victory points.
Oof. That hurts.
Which puts me at 48. You have 1, 2 wings because you're tied for the reputation. So you're going to get 2 times the number of cubes you have there, which is 0. So you're going to get 0 victory points for this round. Now we're going to upgrade the last worker, and we're going to place 3 more development gears out. We're going to place it here, here. 1 is already here, so that one gets discarded.
Right. And so that's only for the 2-player game, right?
Yes.
Yep.
The NPCs are only for the 2-player.
All right. So then my turn?
Yep.
All right. So I guess I can take my guy here. I need more money. Actually, no, I don't want to take him. What I should do is build. Oh man, so many things I need to do first. Okay. So I will go here. No, I can't. I shouldn't. I mustn't. More resources need to be used. So I guess the best thing I could do right now is, oh, I don't want to launch yet because I'd like to build one more cabin. But I need more money. So what options do I have here to get more money?
If you go here, if you have an advertisement card, you can increase. That'll give you money.
Yeah, but it's only going to be, what, 2?
If you increase the food, it would give you 3.
Okay.
You could do that action a second time if you had 2 advertisement cards.
Oh, 2 agendas?
Yeah, 2 agenda cards, yes. The other way to get money would be to pre-sell tickets on a cruise,
which I've already done.
You can do
Oh,
them
I can
on
do it. That's right. Yeah.
you can do the non-selected ones as well.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that then. Take my guy, go here. So I can actually...
You can do both those actions.
Right. So I'm going to do this one first.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take 2 orange guys and add them to the bottom one there.
Okay, so first thing that's going to do is that's going to cost you 2 advertisement because you have the reduction of 1.
Right. So I'm going to do that. Put those back.
Okay, so you're going to get, for the first one, you're going to get 1 coin for each destination, which is 2.
Okay.
And then you're going to get 1 reputation because orange matches orange.
Mm-hmm.
Second guy, we're going to do the same thing. You're going to get 2 coins, and you're going to get 1 reputation.
All right. And then I can actually pay you 1 to use this.
Yes. And we'll gladly take money.
And then I can spend...
You can pay 1 to reduce by 1 on each of them, but if you're only going to build 1, then you wouldn't need to. But if you want to build more than 1...
Let's see here. This is going to cost me 4 if I want to do this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I only have 5 to spend.
So if you paid me 1, you can build both of those for 2.
Right.
2 apiece. So 4.
I guess that would be the best thing to do.
Yes. Give me more money.
I'll build these 2. I will put this one here because it goes with the theme, and this one here. All right. Now I think that's my actions, right?
The one you have on the bottom of your engine? No. The upgrade token.
This?
Yeah, shouldn't be there yet. It should just be flipped.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Gotcha. Because it gets added later. You're right.
Yep. Okay, so for the start of my turn, I'm going to advance my cruise ship. I am at my family destination. I'm going to take my token. I'm going to place it at the bottom here, which from now on, whenever I gain reputation, I will gain each of the resource below. Now I'm going to take my 2 family guests. Gonna go there. It's going to cost 1 per since they match the color of the destination. So that's 2 advertisement. Now I'm going to get 2 times 3 plus 1 plus 1. So 2 times 5, giving me 10 victory points. Going from 48 to 58. And then they'll go back to the cruise ship. And I will take my action. I will go here. I will discard an agenda card. I will 1, 2, 3 refill the food, so I will get 3 credits. And 1 reputation, but whenever I get reputation, it's increased by 1. So I'll get 2 reputation, which will cross the resource icon and the advertisement icon. So I will get 1 advertisement and 1 resource of choice, and I will get fuel. That was my first action. Second action, I will get 1, 2, 3 food. Going to 4.
Okay. And then my turn?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I will actually go to launch.
Okay. So the first thing you'll get is destination to the top of your rocket.
Yep.
And your
this is the destination that I'm
agent
getting.
goes back. And then you will acquire your guest from the pre-sale.
Yep.
Now you can choose to sell some last-minute tickets. Do remember it costs 1 fewer.
So it costs me 2 advertisements.
2 to get any one of these, or 4 minus the 1, 3 to get any one from the supply.
How much to get from the supply?
It would cost 3 because of your reduction.
And it costs me 2 from the top layer?
Yeah, which has 1 of each as well.
Okay.
Would you like to get one?
It's kind of expensive, but
so
it cost me 4 to get the blue and the orange, though, right?
You only have room for 3 of them.
Oh, you're right. So yeah, I'll take a orange one.
So my recommendation, there's 2 different things you can do. So if you look at your destination, the first one to come up is orange, and then the family.
Mm-hmm.
So if you take the orange, it's going to cost you fewer advertisements to do the orange one first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you take the blue, it's going to cost you more. So taking the orange one,
that's if I want to send them on this, right? I don't have to.
You don't have to send them, but that's how you get your victory points for
Right.
the game. So it's best. So it'll give you 1 more turn to acquire more advertisements to send them to the blue, the family destination.
Right.
Because you'll need 5 advertisements to send them to the family destination, all 3 of them to the family destination. So I would recommend the orange one.
Yeah, okay.
So it'll cost 2.
2.
Because currently it's going to cost you 4 advertisement to send them all to the orange destination. So I would recommend on this turn trying to get more advertisements.
Right.
Okay. So that was T-5, T-4, place in a cube. T-3, paying for everything.
Right. So it's going to cost me 1 less food.
Yep.
So I'm going to spend 3. Okay. And then it's going to cost me 4 auction because I have 4 cabins. And then it's going to cost me all 4. Actually, no, 3 of my fuel. I missed that last turn. And then I go to
T-2,
which it's already flipped.
So you do the victory points at the top.
Okay. So then it's 1 times each cabin. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5.
Yep.
All right. So 5 points.
Puts you at 38.
And then I go to here where I can place this.
Then you would place
on that. And then this goes
into your cockpit.
Yep.
Okay. So that was Daniel's turn. My turn. First thing I'm going to do is advance my ship. So we're at a day in space. I have 2 family guests. So with the family icon, you get victory points. So I'm going to get 2 victory points. Boom, boom. And then for my turn, I'm going to call a meeting. So of course, the guy in space doesn't get called to the meeting. So I'm going to bring these 2 guys back.
Surely he can zoom in.
Yes, but he doesn't get income. I am going to get 2 oxygen, and we'll go a victory point. So now I get to activate one of the buildings. Actually, let's not get the victory point. Let's get 2 credits. Because now I'm going to activate this location because of that development. It's going to cost me 6 to do my fuel. I'm going to actually pay all 6 in credits. And I'm going to place this one here. In doing so,
You're gonna trigger
I
that.
finished this, which then
Are you cheating? I just feel like you're cheating here.
allows me to place this cube up here. So we only have one more cube to go up there that's going to trigger endgame.
Mm.
And that's my turn.
Okay. And I got to be kind of strategic.
So you're going to advance your ship?
Game. Oh, yes. Thank you. So this will move to here. And then these guys will go.
Because you're short 1 to pay for them.
Right. I'm short 1 to pay for the
family.
Yep, family
guest.
to go. Yep.
You're going to take your...
I don't have to, right?
You don't have to. That is correct.
Because another destination later.
Yep.
And that doesn't reduce the cost of the
no, it's for the adding them to a cruise or to a ship. So over here or over there. Which of course we forgot to add a cruise out there. So blue and orange drop. You took 3 guests, so we're going to take a blue, an orange.
Well, does that happen as soon as I take that?
No, that's at the end of the step.
Okay.
The end of launching a ship.
Okay.
Because I know it would have gave more guys available to you.
Yep, for cheaper. All right, so then that's all I can do. So I have 2 guys here. It's going to give me 4 victory points times 2, right?
Yep.
So it's going to give me 8.
Puts you at 46. 46 to 60.
Okay. Now I can take my turn like normal.
Yep. Like I said, I would recommend trying to get advertisements.
Yeah, I need those. I don't have any money to buy any.
So you need money and advertisements.
Is that the only way to get them?
To get advertisements? So you could recall, and you can get them that way. Or you can replenish the cards, but unfortunately, the money and advertisement spots are the 2 that are not uncovered. So the only way to get money is this, increasing one of those supplies.
Yep.
Or you can spend reputation to get whatever source you need on your turn.
Yeah.
So you could have went down 1 reputation to send your guy, which would have got you 4 more victory points. Or you can save that for when you go to the blue destination.
Right. Which is going to be my next turn. So I need to get as much advertisements as I can now.
Unfortunately, there's no way. Oh, you could do this. You can lose the reputation to get you a credit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you can do the action up there. Or you can lose all the way down to 9 reputation and get 4 advertisements.
Mm-hmm.
Because you would do the action 2 times.
Right.
Now, of course, you can't bump your own worker. So you would either have to bump the NPC and then pay me and the NPC, or go here and get to do it for free twice.
Or I can recall and get 2 advertisements.
Or you can recall and get 2 advertisements.
Won't help a whole lot, but at least it's something.
Yep. Because going to the next destination,
I could be able to put one of these and one of those out.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
All right. So my turn.
Yep.
Day in space. That's going to get me 2 family ones, which is going to give me 1 victory point per. And then for my action, I have money. Oh, that's what I need to do. I will. I'm going to go up here. For my first action, I'm going to pay 1 credit for 2 advertisements. For my second action, I'm also going to pay, wrong way, pay 1 money to get 2 resources. The second action I'm going to do, I will pay 1 to get 2 advertisements. And I will not get the resources since I'm maxed out on my resources. And that's my turn.
All right. So the first thing we got to do is travel in space. So I'll go here, which then those guys would have came back, right? And then this would go here, and I have enough to put one of these here.
Now, like I said, you can spend reputation.
Right.
I don't know if it's worth it.
I don't think so. I don't think it would be, because I would need
2 more. And that would take you from 14 to 8.
Right. And I don't want to do that to myself.
Okay.
So I did cover up this slot here, which allows me to, anytime I move past a resource on the reputation track, I get that resource.
That's also good to be lower on that track so that you have more things to cross. But
right. But I can always go up further, then back down, and then go
correct.
up. So, but then that's going to give me 2 people here. So another 8.
Which puts you at 54.
Yep. And then these guys go back.
Okay.
And then I can take my turn like normal. I can, I think, going here, right? And then I'll move my guy down to where the orange people are.
The adventure guests.
Yep.
You flip over one of your tiles.
And I get that immediately, right?
Yeah, there's 4 credits.
It's 4 credits. There's 4 of those. But I just spent these, so I'm all out of those.
But you have no more destinations either.
Oh, that's a destination.
For advertisements. So also your next destination, your next spot on the cruise ship is space, which you're going to get 2 advertisement and a victory point. You got the 4?
Yep.
All right. Okay.
And then I can actually use this space here.
Yep.
To replenish. Let's do oxygen. So 1, 2, and 3.
Oxygen?
Yep. All right, and that's my turn.
Okay. So first thing that's going to happen is my pilot's going to come back. He's going to go here. I'm going to get, let's go with a victory point. And then the guests go back. And my destination goes away. My actions for my turn. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to start advertising for a cruise. I'm going to do this one, which is going to allow me to flip something. I'm going to I'm going to flip the victory point 1. That might be I'm going to flip the victory point 1, so I'm going to get a victory point instantly. And second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pre-sell some tickets. So I am going to pre-sell these 2. So that's going to cost me 1 for the blue family and 2 for the adventure. So 3 total advertisements. And they're going to go here. I'm going to get 2 credits and 1 reputation, but whenever I get 1, I actually get 2. Whenever I cross something, I get it. 1 credit and a resource, which I have no need for. Second guy is going to go here. I'm going to get 2 credits. And I'm going to get 1 reputation, which is going to give me 2, which is going to give me an advertisement and another resource, which I have no room for. So now I'm to the point where if I get any more reputation, I will get victory points. And that's my turn.
All right. So I need to do something to help myself. I guess I will bump you out of this space.
Okay.
And then I will go up 2 on the food and 1 on the fuel.
Recalling my worker, I will get 2 credits.
All right, and then I'll discard this card to take food all the way back to the top.
So 1 reputation,
which then gives me 1 money.
And then you'll also get 5 more, so you'll get a total of 6.
All right.
That was your turn?
That was my turn.
Okay.
Oh, wait, nope. I forgot to do my start a turn action.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, so I go to a day in space. What happens there?
So you have 2 orange guys, so you're going to get 2 advertisements.
Okay.
You have 1 family guy, you're going to get 1
victory point.
Victory point.
Okay.
All right. So, my turn. I'm going to launch a rocket. I'm going to take this, going to place it to the top of this ship, return my guy. I'm going to take these 2 guys, placing them in here.
You are ending the game.
I'm going to take a cube, put it up there. And then I am going to pay for it. Food-wise, I need 3, going from 4 to 1. Oxygen-wise, I need 3, going from 4 to 1. Fuel-wise, I need 4, so going from 4 to 0. I will score my victory points, which is 1 victory point per cabin. I have 6 cabins, which is going to give me 6 victory points, give me a total of 70. And then I will take my upgraded component, put it down there, and I will go into the cockpit.
Okay.
Okay. So that triggers the last one of those. Let me make sure I get it all.
The last 2 rounds progressed awfully fast.
Okay, that is all scoring, progress, and check. Okay. Okay. In section 3, that triggers the end of game. First, the players finish out the round so that everybody gets equal number of turns.
Okay, so then you went first, I'd go.
You get a turn.
Okay.
Then the players take all their workers from the network, so the board, and return them to their break rooms, gaining a funding bonus for each one as usual.
Okay.
Then everybody gets 1 final turn. And then we advance our ships to the next step. Or wait, all players advance their ship to any stop. Not the next stop, it's just any stop.
Okay.
That's going to work out good for me.
Hopefully I can manage to knock this out of the park. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is go to
return home.
Return home.
So I will take you'll get your guy back to the break and get a funding bonus.
Yeah, which I will take.
2 victory points. Oh no.
I'll take a resource, and then these guys go back.
Yep. And the destination goes back.
And the destination goes back. All right. Then I can take this guy and place him here. I'm going to use the action over there to build, or not build, acquire a couple of these cabins.
I'm surprised that you didn't take... Oh, there's not a purple one out there to take.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so those drop down and we refill. Yeah, there's a purple one out there now.
Yep. And then I can... I can pay you 1 to use your thing up there, your progress, to reduce the cost of building, which then will only cost me a total of 3, right? Because it reduces it 1 there, and there's a 2 and 3, so then I'll get 2 coins back to build those 2 cabins. I get, those are end of game scoring.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you acquired 2 and you built. So my turn. Oh no, that triggers end game.
Right.
So we finished the round. Now we're going to recall our workers.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy's going to come back. I'm going to get 2 victory points. You have 3 guys coming back.
Yep.
What are you going to get with yours?
I will get, how about 1 food? And then, what do I need?
You're going to need 1. Oh no, it's reduced.
Yep.
That's all you need. So I'd get 4 victory points or advertisements.
Well, I have enough advertisements.
It'll cost you 2 to get another guy.
Now, don't those guys need to come down?
Oh, we got to refill. When I took mine.
Right.
So purple, orange, or blue. Everybody comes down. And then I only took 2, so we're going to get a purple and an orange.
All right.
So it's going to cost you 1 to acquire one of these guys if you want it.
All right. Which, oh, let's see. So I had enough to meet that, but it's 3 of each, isn't it?
Yes. No, it's 3 of each of the icons. That's why I was saying, oh, why didn't you grab another purple?
All right. But I have it here.
But you needed another purple acquired. You needed 3 purple. You only have 1 relaxation built. That would have been the second one. You needed a third one.
So I will, oh man, I guess I'll take 2 victory points for sure. And then it's going to cost me 1 to possibly get a purple guy. And then I'll need some advertisements for out in space. I'll just take another 2 victory points. I think I got enough.
Yeah. All right. So that was your income. I did my income.
Mm-hmm.
Now we take 1 turn
yep.
each like normal. What's the best thing that I can do? Yep, first thing I do, advance my ship.
When we return, hold on, do we do those actions?
No.
Oh.
You just do the income.
Sad day.
Yeah. Day in space. So I'm going to get 1 advertisement for my adventure and 1 victory point for my family. And then my actual turn. Taking a rocket would be bad. Taking blueprints, I don't have space for them. Getting resources, nothing I'm going to do with those resources.
Do we get the victory points for the... We didn't do the victory points for that third one.
We don't do that
Oh,
yet.
we don't. Okay.
Yeah, we do all this because it's the final scoring. The development wouldn't get me much. My worker wouldn't get me anything except for an income. I can do some cards. I think the best thing for me to do would be go here. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 cards, so I'll take the last 2 cards available. And then the second thing I'll do is this action. I will discard a card. I will all the oxygen, so that's going to give me 5 credits. And then I'm going to get a reputation, but that's increased, so it's going to give me 2 reputation, which is 2 victory points. And that's my turn.
You know, it just dawned on me that I need another turn to get rid of this thing. So I can
get an extra 15 victory points. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you want to launch your last ship.
I need to launch it because if I don't, I'm losing points.
You're losing 5 points instead of gaining victory points. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So launch the ship, buddy.
Yep. I'm going to have to launch my ship.
But that's a difference of 10 victory points by not getting rid of that gear.
Right.
But you don't have the money to get rid of it either, so.
True. All right, so then I am going to put my guy back, right? So I gain this up here. And then what happens when he goes back? Nothing?
Nothing.
Okay. These guys will come here.
Trying to stand that guest on his head. So here's where, like, the day in space, you're not going to get to advance. So the day in space isn't going to matter. But if the day in space did matter, I would say get the blue because that gives you a victory point. You have enough advertisement to pay for anybody and then also for the destination. So
yeah, I'm all out of spaces that I don't have enough room.
Oh yeah.
I needed that's what I was like. I needed to build one more cabin. That's what I was like thinking. Oh, if we got to do an action here from when we recall, I would have built another cabin.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I thought it was the other rocket.
Yeah.
Fit 3 guys into.
No, yeah. It's this one I can do.
So you got all your guys. T-4.
Yep.
Place a cube,
which I will place it in here.
Yep. That's why it shows a bunch of extra cube spots.
Yep.
And then T-3.
I place the other cube right here in this slot.
T-3, you're going to pay for your ship.
Yep, so I have 2 plus the captain, which is reduced by 1. So it's actually going to be just 2. So 1, 2. I have 3 cabins, so 1, 2, and 3. And then the fuel is 4, but it's reduced by 1. So 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
And then this, I flip this.
And score it.
Yep, so I just score both of them.
Or just you have both guys? No, just the one ship that you're launching.
Yeah, so it's 5 times each professional or expert, so 10.
Advanced worker. Right.
Yep, and then this goes here.
And then the guy goes into the cockpit. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll advance our ship to any destination we want. For me, I'm going to go to the family destination. So the first thing I do is I'm going to place my cube up here, my upgrade token. Then I'm going to pay 3 advertisements to send my 2 guests. So 2 times 6 is 12 victory points. They give me 12. It should put me at
minus 12, you said?
Plus 12. So it should be 87.
Yeah.
Okay. Which destination do you want to go to?
I think it's smart if I go to the orange one.
Yep.
Because I already have them there, which is only going to cost me 2.
You can do the math, but if you go to the purple one, you would then get to complete this goal.
I have 1 of each. And that would give me, what, 1 victory
it would give you an additional multiplier.
Okay.
And that would put another thing up there too.
True, and I do have the advertisement to go there. So I would be losing what? One more point there, but then gaining the point there.
Right, you would be gaining the multiplier.
Right. So
it would add your wings plus adding your cubes.
Yep.
Okay. So going to the purple one.
Yep, going to the purple one.
Take your upgrade token down there.
And I will put it, what's this here?
Whenever you gain a reputation, you gain an additional.
One. This one is that my workers count as
experts.
And then
this one is whenever you launch a ship, you don't lose a reputation if you can't take a guy, I think is what that is. Or use that
it's
one.
like +1.
When launching, you may spend 2 reputation to increase the guest capacity of one of your ship's cabins.
Okay.
So you can double book your rooms.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Then I can pay the advertising, so it'd be
4,
which I totally have.
Oh, they go into the purple destination, not the.
Yep, sorry. Yep. Paid 4. Even though they're adventurous, looks like a day at the spa swimming pool.
Yep. So then you're going to get 2 times 4. You're going to get 8 victory points, putting you at 77.
Okay.
Then they'll go back. You completed this,
yep.
So you'll take a cube and you'll put it up there as well.
Okay.
I think that actually worked out pretty decent. Like
so I took it from here and added it to there.
Yeah.
Okay. So that might give me more points long term.
All right. So now we're going to do the scoring at the top of the screen, or top of the board. So you're going to take your money, your resources, your advertisement, your agenda cards, and your blueprints. Add all those together and then divide by 3.
So we're taking our blueprints and what else? Advertisements?
Money.
Resources.
Resources. And cards.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
3, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 divided by 3 is 7.
So which at 94?
Yeah.
And I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So divided by 2.
Divided by 3.
Sorry, divided by 3. So it's 2.
79. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to score that area. So I'm in the lead of reputation. So that's going to act as if I have 3 cubes. And then I have 4 there. So I'm going to get 12 victory points. So move me up 12. That puts me at 106. Okay. You have 3 cubes there and 2 things gone. So 3 times 2 will give you 6 victory points.
Woo!
Puts you
85. 6 plus 79?
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was higher.
Yeah, I can go higher. I mean, I don't mind.
Okay, now we're going to get reputation equal, or victory points equal to our reputation. So we are both at the 15-point mark. So we're both going to get 15 points.
Yep, so that puts me at 100, right?
Okay. Then we're going to get our built cabins. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 for me.
5, 10, 19.
And then we're going to score our cockpits. So I'm going to get 6 for that one. And then I'm going to get 4 for that one.
I'll get a total of 17. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus the 2 times the 5.
Okay. Then we're going to score our developments. I have my second column completed. So that's going to give me 15.
Yep.
57. You only have your first one completed.
I don't know where that gear went to.
So that's going to give you 5. And that's everything. So final scores, Daniel with 141 and me with 157.
Awesome. Give me 1 second.
Good game, Daniel.
Yes, good game. All right, so that was our playthrough of Galactic Cruise. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If there was anything that we missed and didn't catch ourselves, please leave a comment below. And it only helps us to learn more about this game and to play it accurately. So hey, thanks for tuning in. See you guys next time.